Homage to the Idam deity, fortunate men and women of the future, son and the daughters of the enlightened family, when you turn to me, the Guru will gain for refuge. Take yourself to an isolate place, a place of hermitage, and make deep feeling rise of melancholy at impermanence and disgust with samsara. This is vital. That means have a sense of renunciation. Then rely on me completely, heart and soul. Reflect on how every kind of refuge, all your hopes are fulfilled, complete within me, the Guru will gain. Where then happiness and sorrow, have total trust and confidence in me. No need to make offering or praise. Set aside all accumulating. Simply let devotion flood your body, speech and mind. And pray with these 7 lines. You see?
Hommage à la déité Idam. Bienheureuse génération future, fils et filles d'une famille éveillée, quand vous prenez refuge en moi, le Guru d'Orgien, rendez-vous en un lieu isolé. Et faites surgir un profond sentiment de mélancolie devant l'impermanence. Et le dégoût envers le samsara, ceci est Idam. C'est aussi un sentiment de renonciation. Puis, fiez-vous entièrement à moi, cœur et âme. Examinez tous les types de refuges, tous vos espoirs, et voyez comme ils sont tous accomplis et réalisés en moi, le Guru d'Orgien. Que ce soit dans le bonheur ou dans la tristesse, ayez pleinement confiance, fiez-vous entièrement à moi, nul besoin d'offrande ou d'éloge, abandonnez toute accumulation, laissez simplement le flot de la dévotion inonder votre corps, votre parole et votre esprit, et priez avec ces 7 lignes.
Now the 7th prayer itself in Tibetan is
La prière elle-même en tibétain.
Ongin Yurjin Johnson, Pema Kesar, Dombola Yansen Chu, Gungudun, Pemanjune Hesutan, Cordon, Kandromombic, Chechi Jesus dot Shinjiraji Kes, Gurpema Sidum, which in English is Hong in the northwest land of Udiana, in the heart of lotus flower, endowed with the marvelous attainment. You're renowned as the lotus born, surrounded by hosts of Dakinis, following in your footsteps. Come now and inspire me with your blessings. Guru Padma Siddhihum. You see? That's the 7th prayer, you know?
Aux confins nord-ouest du pays de Diana, au cœur d'une fleur de lotus, doué du merveilleux et suprême accomplissement, tu es connu sous le nom de nez du lotus. Une assemblée de nombreuses dakinis t'entoure. Je te suis afin d'accomplir ta nature. Je t'en prie, viens me bénir de ta grâce. Guru Padma Siddhihum.
In fact, when you do the 7th prayer, it's almost recreating the birth of Guru Rinpoche in your heart. You see, your heart is the lotus flower. You see, and in that you see the blessing of the Buddhas. The Amitabha directly manifesting is born. So when you do the 7th prayer, you create the rebirth of Guru Rinpoche in your heart and mind. And you say, following your footsteps, until we become like you, we are following you. So may I become one with you. And come now, inspire us with your blessings. You understand? Like that. So each time you 7th prayer, it's like we recreate his birth in our mind. Just as we say in the Bodhicitta prayer, precious Samlam Bodhicitta, may it rise, it has not risen. May it never fail where it is risen, but go on increasing further. In the same manner, each time we do 7th prayer, may the Guru Rinpoche be born in the mind, in our heart. And Guru Rinpoche is the embodiment of Dzogpa Chenpo. He is the embodiment of all the Buddhas past, present, future. And when he takes birth in your mind, he wakens your Rigpa Guru Rinpoche. Rigpa Guru Rinpoche. Your nature mind is Guru Rinpoche. As Guru Rinpoche himself, mind itself is Padmasambhava. There is no meditation or practice outside of this. So therefore, when he is born in your mind, through the lotus invocation of the 7th prayer, the Guru Rinpoche take birth in you, wakens the Rigpa Guru Rinpoche. You see, that's the Vajra Master. That's why also in the emblem of Rigpa, there's a Vajra in a lotus. That has many meanings also. It's a symbol of Guru Rinpoche. Then in this 7 prayer,
Puis dans la pratique
it says here,
de prier en cette ligne,
pray in this way. This is the direct word of Guru Rinpoche.
ça ce sont des paroles directes de
Yeah, in this one. Pray in this way over and over again with the 7 prayer over and over again.
prier de cette manière encore et encore,
Create the feeling of yearning and longing.
créer un sentiment de désir ardent et de
So intense that tears spring from your eyes.
si intense qui vous fasse monter les larmes aux yeux.
If the rapture of your devotion overwhelms you,
Et si vous êtes submergé par le ravissement de la dévotion,
then breathe out strongly
expirez profondément,
and then leave everything as it is.
puis laissez toute chose telle qu'elle est.
Because there is a Dzogchen practice, yeah,
Il y a une pratique
where you just breathe out, no?
où vous expirez simplement.
Like for example, when you see the film of Dingu Khensen Rinpoche
Quand vous voyez le film de Nigo
and meditation that way we have
en méditation,
in the 25 years of history of Rigpa,
dans le film sur l'histoire des 25
and that in one point Dingu Khensen Rinpoche just
à un point, il est
he breathes out, you know.
expire ainsi.
It's like here, Guru Rinpoche, when you pray to Guru Rinpoche
Quand vous priez
with such fervent devotion,
avec une telle dévotion
with
fervente,
such yearning and longing,
avec tellement,
then it becomes so intense
cela devient si intense
that the tears flow.
qu'il vous fasse monter les larmes aux yeux.
And if the rapture of devotion just overwhelms you,
Et vous êtes submergé par le ravissement de la dévotion.
and then breathe out strongly,
Et vous expérimentez,
and that in that, actually when the devotion rises very strongly,
la dévotion s'élève très
and
puissamment.
that is really very, very, in that moment of devotion
En ce moment de dévotion,
is a very precious moment of blessing.
c'est un moment très précieux de bénédiction.
That's why you see, when you are really with intense, when your intense devotion comes, when the tears fall, when you just, when you just, completely captured by this very strong devotion,
Capturé par cette
in that state, as it says here, if the rapture of devotion overwhelms you,
si vous êtes submergé par le ravissement de la dévotion,
then you breathe out strongly.
alors expirez profondément.
And in that, because then you arrive there,
Parce que vous êtes
then
arrivé là,
you just leave your mind.
et vous laissez votre esprit.
When you leave it there,
Quand vous laissez ici,
in the state of acidness,
dans l'état de
then what will happen? Clear, awake,
alors que se passe-t-il? Clair et éveillé,
focused and undistracted,
centré et sans distraction,
look within.
tournez votre regard
You
vers
see?
l'intérieur.
If you look in, then you recognize nature mind,
Alors vous réalisez la nature de
which is Padmasambhava.
qui est Padmasambhava.
Through the devotion, this will come.
Cela viendra par la dévotion.
It says, for children of mine who pray like this,
Pour mes enfants qui
it goes without saying they will have my protection.
seront sous ma protection, cela va
For they will be the sons of the daughters of all the Buddhas of past, present, future.
Ils seront fils et filles des Bouddhas du passé, du présent, du futur.
They will receive complete empowerment into the awareness of their own enlightened mind.
Ils recevront l'entière possession de la conscience claire de leur propre
That means they will receive the empowerment of their own wisdom mind of Rigpa.
transmission de pouvoir de leur propre Rigpa.
Their samadhi will be so powerful and stable, their meditation will be so powerful and stable,
Leur samadhi sera si puissant et si stable, leur
that wisdom will naturally blossom and expand.
sagesse s'épanouira et se développera.
This great blessing which rises of its own accord
Cette grande bénédiction qui s'élève d'elle-même
will dispel the suffering that will ripen on you to be experienced by others, meaning that it can actually is to remove the suffering of yourself and others also.
souffrance et ceux d'autrui.
And when your mind is transformed, through this, even others' perception will simultaneously change.
Quand votre esprit sera transformé, simultanément, les perceptions des autres changeront.
And then you will accomplish the enlightened activity of the Buddhas,
Vous accomplirez l'activité éveillée des Bouddhas.
and all noble qualities
Et toutes les nobles
of the realization
de la réalité
will be complete within you.
seront parfaites en vous.
So therefore the 7th prayer
Donc la prière en cette ligne
is the most important.
est la plus importante.
Particularly in this year of Guru Rinpoche,
Surtout en cette année,
you should do 7th prayer,
vous faites la prière.
especially those of you lazy practitioners
Tous ceux d'entre vous qui
who don't manage too many prayers.
à faire trop de
Just do 7th prayer,
juste la prière en cette ligne
7th prayer. And the Bandhan Guru Mat,
et le mantra de Rinpoche,
which is really the heart essence of Guru Rinpoche.
qui est l'essence
Like there are masters I know
des
now,
maîtres que je connais
particularly in this year of Guru Rinpoche,
dans cette année de Rinpoche,
and one of them is saying that he is doing 8 hours of practice, he's doing retreat.
qui disait qu'il faisait 8 heures
Every
de
day.
pratique en retraite par
And I asked him, what do you
jour.
do?
Je lui disais, mais que fais-tu?
Just to say, oh, Mahom Bandhan Guru Rinpoche,
Juste le mantra de Rinpoche.
and rest in the meditation of Dzogchen.
Et je demeure dans la...
Like Zika Kont is doing that. Zika Kont is just doing Bandhan Guru Mat, 8 hours a day.
8 heures par jour.
You may do high Dzogchen things.
Vous pouvez faire des choses dzogchen très élevées.
The essence
L'essence
is Om Mahom Banzang Gurpa Masid. If you know all Dzogchen,
si vous connaissez tous les dzogchen,
the Dzogchen is embodied
les dzogchen est
in the Om Mahom Banzang Gurpa Masid.
en ce mantra.
And in the Tibetan Book of Living Dying,
Et dans le livre tibétain La vie de la mort,
at the back of the book,
à la fin du livre,
there are 4 appendix.
il y a 4 annexes.
And the 4th one
La quatrième,
is about 2 mantras.
c'est à propos de 2 mantras.
One is Om Mani Padme Hum,
Un, c'est Om Mani Padme Hum,
mantra Buddha of compassion.
le mantra du Bouddha de la
Others
compassion.
Om Mahom Banzang Gurpa
Aussi,
Masid.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
If you look into that meaning of that,
Si vous regardez la
then you will know that if you just say Om Mahom Banzang Gurpa Masid,
vous savez que si récitez simplement
just reciting the mantra once,
simplement réciter le mantra une fois,
you have, it's like same as reciting all the word of the Buddha.
c'est comme réciter toutes les paroles du Bouddha.
All the sutras, tantras,
Tous
same
les tantras.
thing. And since you're too lazy to read all the words of the Buddha,
Trop paresseux pour lire toutes les
So-
paroles du Bouddha,
Om Mahom Banzang Gurpa Masid.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Clear?